Hey guys, welcome back. This is ChosenArchitect, and as you can see, today is Astral Sorcery Day. Hopefully you guys are ready. Alright guys, so you may be thinking, well, we just have another blank platform. Well, that's right, but you're going to really like this. So I spent some time doing this. Unfortunately, it was another update. I didn't get my recording done to show this guy, but I'll kind of explain a few things that I did here. These are actually the frame slabs, and there is a block. Take a look at wood. I can't remember what that block's called. And we take a look at the uses. Go over a couple, and we will find it. I actually had to do this when I was looking for what to do. So this recipe right here, where it shows it makes a wood pile, it also makes other blocks. It doesn't just make a wood pile. This actually is wrong. The wood pile is actually the like upside down T. It actually makes a four-sided block that looks like this. I guess I passed over it. But yeah, it is a pretty cool looking block. It was actually right here. There it is. The oak bark. That's what it's called. So yeah, I just did that, and that was enabled me to be able to make these stairs and stuff like that fit right in with the texture. And yeah, I just made a platform just above it, because Astral Sorcery needs to be high up in the sky. And I would say this is pretty high. The thing I find very weird is the higher I go, the lower my FPS started to drop. And it was kind of weird. I was like, what is going on? Why is my frames dropping? And I think it might have something to do with like these blocks down here or something like that. Unloading, doing some weird stuff. But yeah, I've noticed like in this update anyways, I've noticed a pretty significant FPS drop. And it almost feels like it's not like it's like really dropping the frames. It almost feels like my FPS counter to the left, top left corner, is not working properly or something. Because whenever it does show it drops down to 35, it doesn't feel, well, maybe it did there. Maybe it does feel like it drops, but I don't know. It's very weird. I also added this guy. This kind of looks crazy, I know. Looks ridiculous, but it really does work. I added some more of these flowers because I get a bunch of experience, and an easy way for me to fill this up is experience. So that's exactly what I've been doing. All right, so let's get on with today. We got a lot to cover. So this is going to be our Astral Sorcery Tower, or where we work on Astral Sorcery. We are going to need a pretty good sized platform. I think this is going to be perfect for what we're going to be doing today. But we're going to need to make a few things. And one of the first things that I really want to talk about getting is going to be marble. But not only marble. There's a few things. Let's actually take a look at Astral Sorcery. And take a look at some of the things we're going to need. So Aquamarine is one thing that we're going to need that we really don't have access to. And the only way to get it, because we can't get this scale out, is this stuff. This is the Aquamarine that we're going to be making. There's really no other way of getting it other than maybe Tech Reborn. There was somewhere I seen that we might be able to make the stuff with Tech Reborn, but I don't remember. No, it's not. It's only right here. And the only way we can get that is through stone. So we get this from stone, and we don't get very much of it. It's a 4.2% chance of getting it from compressed. I do have a little bit of it, but we're going to have to definitely make more. And I honestly wish we had extra utilities, then I can automate this setup. But till then, we're going to be left with what we have. And here is, I think, all we have. Aquamarine. Yeah. I think that's it. The rest of this is all Certus Quartz, Apatite, and Lapis. So yeah, we have a lot to do to get all that stuff, but I think it's going to work out for us in the long run. What I need to do is get like drawers set up that have all of these different types in it, and I may be able to do that up here. I do have some room. So, and since our drawers right here are filled with that stuff, filled with our stone, we should be able to get this stuff. But I'm going to go ahead and we're going to start working on some marble. So I already know how to get that, okay? So that's no big deal. Marble, on the other hand. Marble is made this way. So to get the marble we need from Astral Sorcery, we're going to need to use an atomic reconstructor. And for us to get polished diorite, we're actually going to need, take a look. We can use cobblestone and nether quartz to get diorite. That's one way. Or we can use mana infusion. So mana infusion is going to use a lot more mana. I'll show you both ways. I'll do both ways. It's not a big deal. So I get 4 stacks of stone here. As you can see, it'll change it. There we go. And I'm going to go ahead and change it into diorite. There we go. And it didn't use much mana at all. So, look at the mana pool. Look how much mana it used. Like nothing. So yeah, getting it that way is not a big deal. The problem is in here, this is going to require 10,000 RF. Oh, and I forgot to mention, you see this cable? It's like broken, like glitched out. There's an update, and when something comes in the way, like for instance, this was connected to something. Well, it's not connected anymore. So we're gonna have to connect something to that. I think we can use this right here. There we go. And so that's going to keep it powered. But what we're going to do, throw that on there. Oh wait, it's supposed to change it over. So let's take a look here. Ah, it's polished diorite. So yeah, we have to polish it. Basically turn it into stone. It's going to do the same thing, which is another crafting step that we have to make. And there we go. So I'm hoping... Okay, it doesn't do all of it, but it will do most of it. And yeah, this is not going to be too much of an issue for us. Because we're going to have most of this ready to go. I think what I can do actually is just leave it on the pressure plate, right? And it will shoot every so many ticks. Oh no, it's on pulse mode, that's right. So yeah, we just give it that. We'll almost have a stack here shortly. But honestly, this is the only way to do it. So we're just waiting on power. And I think 1 stack will be plenty for right now. We're not going to need that much. So whenever we go, we don't need that much anyway starting out. But there is some other things that we're going to need to work towards as well. Rock crystals. So let's actually take a look at our Power of the Stars. All right, so we need to make a rock crystal ore, and we're going to need to make a floating crystal. So it's back to Astral Sorcery. Oh, and by the way, I changed some mic settings, so I think I just about got this mic tuned in perfect. I don't know. You guys let me know. I've been tweaking it every episode, so you may have noticed last episode was kind of crappy, and that was mainly because my noise gate was kind of messed up. So I got that fixed. I got a lot of other things fixed, and I'm really working towards stuff. Plus, I'm sick right now, so I'm trying my best. But my audio should be sounding a little bit better since I changed all those settings. All right, where's my rock crystals? Okay, so here's your regular rock crystals. We need to make this, and that requires a rock crystal. And the rock crystal ore is made by Inori and stone. That's actually really easy. So we're going to be using a lot of rock crystals since we have easy access to rock crystals. There's like no need for us not to do this. So like getting Starlight is going to be super easy because we have a bunch of rock crystals that we don't have to mine for. Okay, let me go back down. I don't know why I'm going up here. All right, so we need to take some of this Inori, divide it into 4. That's going to get us 4 for right now. We do have a bunch other sets of Inori. Let's go ahead and do that. That's almost 64. So that's 16. So I think that'll be fine for right now. I hope this doesn't require like a huge amount of power. That I can understand being a thing. Okay. So it doesn't require much power at all. It already converted it. It just doesn't have any beams. That's so weird. I see no beams. That might actually be because, let me take a look. Video settings. Animations. Particles all? No. I thought it might have been, but I guess I'll let him know there's no particles going in between here. Like white particles would probably be good, or the white beams. I think there's a config for that, or it may just be, you know, broken. Who knows? Yeah, we can, of course, set these out. And that will work. And just keep going. And we should have enough passive power to not really have to worry about much. Yeah, we're really going to need those. So, since we got our rock crystal, let's go ahead and take those rock crystals out. And let's go ahead and break them. So this has efficiency, silk touch. I don't remember where my other pick went. But I'm sure there's more picks just in this chest over here. I've been trying to sort through this thing as best I could. I even made it bigger. But man, oh man. So that's lifesteal. That's fortune 3. I don't know if fortune affects these things, but it's better to test it than to not test it. So we'll just take all of these. And we're gonna mine them. Yeah, I think fortune does affect it. Because look at all these rock crystals. Oh man, there's so many. So yeah, let me go actually up here to store them. This will be our rock crystal chest. Every rock crystal is different, so they don't stack. But boy, they do look pretty when they're on the ground. So yeah, we have a bunch of rock crystals now. That's so interesting. Like, I've never played a sky map with this mod in it, and so I didn't know how it was actually going to work. But I can see, as long as you have a floating crystal, your life is easy. Okay, so floating crystal. To get that, we need 100,000 RF. That should not be that hard to get. Should just be able to drop it down on there and be good to go. So let's do that. Just take one of our rock crystals. And this thing should be full. Right? There we go. And boom. We have a floating crystal. Alright, so we need to make a linking tool. So this is actually a little bit further, I think. Let's see. This requires a table. I think it's your normal table, crafting table. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some of the basics. It's going to be kind of confusing for me at first, because the everything is just different right now. So we'll set this here. I'm going to go a couple blocks. Set that there. And now it should cast down onto this table. Maybe, maybe not. With the Empower, okay, you can make rock crystals. Okay. Maybe the linking tool is just something you can actually make right off the bat. Oh, it's a floating crystal. Probably should have read it before I just decided to make it. Okay. So we can break it. Let's go ahead and try to craft this. There we go. Let's get some sticks. Is this just regular crafting? I didn't think it was. It's a Starlight. Okay, yeah, Starlight Crafting. Just weird that there's recipes for it. Huh. Alright, so Starlight Crafting requires this. We actually need to get our Starlight table up. We actually need to get, also need to get a book. Well, this actually doesn't open up until we have the linking tool. Alright, so the recipe was actually bugged out. It's supposed to work like a regular crafting recipe, but it didn't. So I had to cheat the item in. I actually let them know as a bug report that that is an issue. But now that we have the linking tool, we can actually link this to the table. So we should be able to make stuff in here now that we normally would use this floating crystal for, say if we had the actual tower thing. So, all right, so we're gonna need some coal. That's something we're gonna need. Let me go ahead and pop down here and grab some coal. You know, because that's just all the stuff we're gonna need. We have tons of coal, by the way. I had this processing, and man, oh man, did it do some processing. All right, so we have that. Let's take a look now. In our book, it's going to actually tell us some of the things we're going to need. Go ahead and claim that. It wants us to make a luminous crafting table and the metal from the stars. And then we're also going to need a book. I want the Astral Sorcery book. Is that... What is that? Oh, that requires a luminous crafting table. Okay, so we're going to need some kind of parchment. Oh, we got to make paper and everything else in here. So before we can even get this, we need to worry about creating the table. All right, so let's take a look. Where is our luminous crafting table? It's right here. It's actually supposed to be in our book, but our book is blocked out. I think I remember the recipe though. It is sooty marble, crafting table, and marble, I think. Let's go look. I think that's what it is. It's been a while, but I think I remember. Yep, there's a luminous crafting table. So yeah, I think that this should be made a little bit easier to get. Actually, I think we can get it. So if we look at our tome here. We have the Astral Sorcery right here. So yeah, we really technically didn't need to make it. Okay, so good. I don't need to make the book. I have it right here. Okay, so we are in Discovery, even though we've unlocked other things. So now that we have this table, Luminous Crafting Table, I do want to place it sort of in the center, if I know where that's at. Right here. And then I have another rock crystal. So what I can do, step this up. Already has a bunch of starlight, by the way. I don't know if this crystal actually gives it extra starlight. It does. Okay, so that gives us a lot of starlight. Wow. Okay, this is going to make us a lot easier. So yeah, we need to go ahead and start working on a few other things. Let's take a look. So we need to turn iron ore into star metal. And now that we have the linking tool, that's pretty easy to do. We needed this, and we need a resonating wand. Does it show me the recipe? It does. So 2 aquamarine and such. I forgot what the resonating wand does. I do need to wash off this aquamarine, and then I'll be back. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and convert all of this to normal aquamarine from the mod itself, because I know that it's not going to be compatible. I know the crafting recipes, it's going to work, but it's not going to work with everything. So I'm going to grab a couple of ender pearls. I don't know exactly everything we're going to need, but I'm definitely going to try my best to do this as fast as possible and to get as much as I can done. Okay, so making this. That's 2 marble. I don't think it matters, just stone marble, right? Yeah. 2 marble, aquamarine, and an ender pearl. There we go. I'm also missing... Is it this wand that you start with? The one that you do all the recipes with. Where's my book? Where are you at? Is it the resonating wand? Oh yeah, that can be made in this crafting table over here. This thing. It shows it can be made there, but I'm pretty sure it can be made in this as well. Kind of yeah, made here. There we go. Okay, so now we have all of this set up. Now we can go through, claim our quests. that one is done. Now we need to get some star metal. So to get star metal, I'm probably going to use this guy. That's going to be the best way to probably get star metal for right now, but we need to make iron ore. So how are we going to come across getting iron ore? Oh yeah, that's right, the condenser. So I wonder how much iron ore do we actually have? That is the question. I might have to make some. I don't think I have any in these chests. Do I have any in here? There's some iron. So yeah, we can do this. Kind of split it up. We'll get some iron ore. I think I have some more iron ore over here. Yeah, we have some iron ore. Perfect. So this will get us started with some star metal, like right away, which is always nice. And this stuff really doesn't take that long. It does need an open sight to the sky. So I'll just wrap this around here and we'll link it up like this. And you want to link it to each side. And there we go. It's actually starting to work, and eventually it will change everything over. Perfect. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get all the stuff ready to build this into the second tier. I wonder, yeah, this is almost, it almost has full starlight during the daytime with that crystal up there. And I almost want to think that maybe more floating crystals would give it more starlight. So we're going to try. We're going to see what we can do with this. But I'm going to go ahead and build this thing, and I'll be right back. All right, so I got this structure built, and then this is the second time I've mined up some of the star metal, which is pretty awesome. You kind of, once you have it set up like this, it's kind of just like Botania. You know, you just place it around here, and it's going to automatically start, just like Botania would with their flowers. So we're actually going to need to convert this over. I had to make a chisel pick. I'm not going to be using these picks or these chisels anymore. So I'm actually going to need a couple pillars, and I can't remember what else I was needing. Pillars and, oh yeah, the chiseled marble. So let's get the pillars, and we're going to need the chiseled marble. There we go, just like that. We're also going to need a bucket, so luckily I have one on me. As soon as we pick that up, we should complete this quest for getting liquid starlight. By the way, making the light wells, I had to do that earlier because I knew I was going to need it for this upgrade. The light wells are made in the other version of the this guy, so I just made 4 of them. You have everything to do that. They use the rock crystals, so just keep that in mind. We take a look here under the rock crystals, under the basic tab, you can see that right here is the light wells that you can make with those things. So you can make swords, you can make shovels, tools. That's all you can really do with the early stage of this mod. So let's go ahead and get this upgraded. I'm pretty sure we have enough. So let's go ahead and throw this in here. Couple of those, that, and I'm pretty sure Aquamarine, right? Maybe it's not. Let me take a look again. Ah, 1 rock crystal, that's right. So let's throw the rock crystal in there. And voila, we're able to make this thing, and we're going to upgrade this to the next tier crafting altar. Pretty cool. So I really like that we have these floating crystals. I really hope that means we can craft this stuff during the day. We don't have to really worry about it. Now, these things only work well at night. They do work during the day, but they only work well at night. And normally I wouldn't use rock crystals because they're kind of hard to get, but because they're so easy to get, I recommend using them. They do give you a lot of starlight. So we have that done. So there's our starlight, our new starlight crafting table. This thing is completely full still at night, which is awesome. This has already changed. It actually works a lot faster at night, by the way. So just keep that in mind. Oh wow, we're getting some neat stuff here. By the way, I got this stuff. It's called Experiment. I'm guessing it's X-Spear, like mint, like that's what it's supposed to be like. Ooh, the cicada. I didn't even know I got this thing. Does it do the sound? Because if it did, the sound is horrible, and we used to. It brings back so many memories. We used to troll people with that thing on servers that had, like, back in 1.7 when it was like so loud. Yeah, that's the memories. Okay, so let's take a look here. So we got that done. celestial crystals. This is moving into stuff that I'm not too familiar with, but we can take a look here. And I'm sure the quest book is like really pushing us to finish it fairly quickly. So Astral Sorcery, and then it wants us to make these celestial crystals. I'm not too sure how to do that. Is it under attunement? It might not be. It might be something else. I'm not dabbled in this kind of stuff, so it's gonna be all new to me. So let's see. Let's look in our quest book and see some of the other things. So we have this. Do we have to pick it up? Yeah, we have to pick it up. Okay, so that's done. Claim that reward. This wants us to move up to the Celestial Altar. I don't actually know what it takes to get that. The Impulsion Wand. That's something new as well. That was actually in this. Right? Here's our wands. Impulsion Wand. So that requires some stardust. Oh, so okay, so let's go ahead and get some of this processed. Some of the star metal that we have on us. I think that would be the best bet. Let me go ahead and harvest all this. I do have some iron ore being produced. Well, let's go ahead and see what we can make of this. So we just need the dust for right now. So this should give us some stardust. And I'm going to have to catch it before it starts melting it. Hope it actually goes in here. Oh, it's not. This furnace will not smelt this stuff. Okay. So that's interesting to know. So I'm just going to stand here. I'm going to let it collect and then I'll see what I can do. Okay, so now that I have that that star metal dust, I went ahead and got some of the other things I'm going to need. I'm going to need some diamond just to make some of these wands because this wand is needed and the conversion wand is needed. So these two wands are a little weird. So the Impulsion Wand, I'm pretty sure that one lets you change, or the conversion one lets you change blocks from certain blocks. And this one I think lets you pick up blocks. I don't remember. We'll figure it out whenever we get this going. But so let's go ahead and look at the recipe. All right, so this one's pretty simple to make. And that's the conversion wand. So I should be able to remember this one, I hope. And I hope I have enough starlight. So just like this, 2 diamond, and then a star metal. Did I get that right? Ah, I got it backwards, like this. Ah, we don't have enough starlight. So that's where I wanted to see. Can I link up more rock crystals to give me more starlight? Is that a thing? So that way I can do this stuff during the day, or do I have to just wait for night? Normally you have to wait for night, but you never know. Let's add the linking tool. Okay. So we have even less starlight now. So it must be doing that negative effect thing. Yeah, that's exactly what it does. Okay. So yeah, we're pretty much getting the max starlight we can. We have to wait till night. So I'll meet you guys when it's nighttime. All right, so you guys are just in time for the party. We can now make this thing. So let's go ahead and do that. Bam. And then we're going to work on making the other one, which should be just as easy. And I'm not sure what these, I read the book, and this one, it says pick the block to be placed or replacing with by right-clicking on a block of the type while sneaking. Items needed will be drained from the wielder's inventory. So we have that thing now. Pretty awesome. So basically, I'm guessing if I wanted to, say, replace grass with this, I would say sneak right-click. And yeah, now whatever's in my inventory, I can basically click here and it's going to convert all that. Okay, that's interesting. And then vice versa. I want to turn all this into grass. I can do that. If I had grass on me, which I don't. And that won't clear. Okay. So yeah, that's actually a very useful block for especially stuff like this. All right, so let's worry about making the next one. So what do we have next? I think the next one requires some diamond, right? Oh, and we also need to make this thing. That's the next tier. Where's our wand? There it is, the Impulsion Wand. So 2 ender pearls, or no. Yeah, the Impulsion. This one lets you teleport around, if I remember correctly. So it's basically the same recipe, just has a different look. Let's see. 2 ender pearls, purple dye, stardust. Bam. So that'll get us that wand, and that one lets us teleport around, I do believe. In the book it says something about it. Yeah, ender pearls. It talks about ender pearls. I don't know if it consumes ender pearls. Whoa. Okay, so I see we have like a starlight bar. That's kind of cool, actually. Wow. Whoa. Kind of like slingshots you. Oh, now that is very cool. It really does. It really does like slingshot. It's like a... Oh, it didn't reach. Like, I'm not flying. That's just pulled me. That is wicked. So yeah, this is all stuff that I'm new to. So we got those. Let's claim those. And then now it's moving on to the celestial stuff and getting into this altar. So the celestial altar. Let's take a look and see what that is. What is this? Vial of emptiness? What does emptiness do? Oh, I hope it doesn't like start draining stuff out of our inventory. That'd be horrifying, and that would be that would be awful. Oh man, that's kind of scary actually. I hope it doesn't start pulling stuff out of our inventory. Why'd I drink something that I don't know much about? I'm so dumb. Okay, so let's get back into this. We have a few more things that I want to do, possibly upgrading to this altar, the celestial altar. I don't see why not. We have everything, right? Yeah, we have everything to do it. We just actually need to build the altar itself and expand this out, which is going to take a little bit more time. I think we might do that in the next episode. We're getting close to the end. I don't think there's much else that this wants us to make that we can actually make. I don't think we can make the celestial crystals, can we? I don't see anywhere where it talks about celestial crystals yet. There's celestial attunement. Yeah, I'm not seeing that. Oh, but we do need this. This shifting star is what we are going to be working towards. As you can see, it requires a lot of stuff, and we're going to need, I think, 64 of them. It's like some crazy amount in the quest book to be able to unlock extra utilities. 32. Still, 32. That's a lot. And we're solidify experience, no big deal. But these things, look at that. It requires a bucket. We're going to need 32 buckets of liquid starlight. Not going to be hard to get, but the Aquamarine is going to be hard to get. Everything else is easy. Illumination powder. That stuff's trivial. Yeah, all those buckets, 32 individual buckets of liquid starlight. Crazy. We won't do individual buckets. We'll have a container that will store all the starlight, but you know what I'm saying. That's kind of ridiculous. But I chose my fate. I chose my fate whenever I decided to go with this pack. And I'm actually enjoying the gated mode because it's forcing me to actually do these mods, which I love it when packs make you do stuff. So without it, I wouldn't do that. So I'm going to have to take a look and see how to actually do this. I think it has something to do with making the starlight Infusion. No, that would be before this. Right? Yeah, that would be before. Let me take a look here. the celestial, why is this down here? So just as suspected, the dust has, okay. Uses that comes, okay, enhanced Starlight Collection. Is this ain't a part of the crafting, is it? Yeah, it is. So this is the next altar we need to make. So yeah, I'm sure once we unlock that, I don't know, I'll have to take a look. I'll figure it out. I'm sure you guys will probably even let me know how to make these crystals, because it doesn't say, oh, there it is. Yeah, it does. Oh. But it requires a attuned crystal. That's what I need to make, right? Is the attuned crystal. I don't know. That's what it's showing. It's showing a celestial crystal, which is this. I think we'll figure it out. All right, so I kind of wanted to cover this right at the very end of the video. I know it's kind of right at the end, but here's the rock crystal, and I actually figured out how to make the celestial crystal. I went ahead and checked out Valen's video. He has a great tutorial series. If you guys don't know The Mischief of Mice, I highly recommend checking him out. You probably have. If you've been playing Modern Minecraft, you probably checked him out. He's got several tutorials on several different mods, and they're all great. So we call him the tutorial man. Yeah, here's how you do it. You take the rock crystal, and you need a piece of star dust, and you mix those together inside just inside some of this. You can see the particles there, and that will get us that crystal. Oh, there it is. So I think that these by themselves will grow. I don't know if you pick them up, if they just break. Yeah, they just break. So you have to let them kind of grow. So yeah, just leave them be. They will grow over time. And so just let them grow. It already looks like they've been growing. Looks like the crystals are getting bigger. It's kind of weird how this actually works. I don't know. We'll come back next episode, and we'll be able to tell how this is actually going. But yeah, I just wanted to show you that's how we are actually going to get this to happen. I'm actually making another one right now, and once these are fully grown, you will get your crystal. But if you break it before it's fully grown, that's when you're going to have that problem. You're going to just get the powder back. So yeah, as you can see, this is what it looks like when we first set it up. That's what it looks like already. So yeah, it's already growing quite a bit. This one is like at that level right there. This one's slightly below it. So yeah, they grow pretty fast. Just keep an eye out on them. And whenever they're ready, they'll be ready to harvest. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this episode, learning a little bit about Astral Sorcery and how to get started, I definitely learned something. I learned there was a bug, but that'll get fixed. And I'm sure it won't be an issue for you guys if you guys are playing this in the future. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this episode, please remember to click that subscribe button if you haven't already, and also give this video a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. And as always, thank you for watching.
Let's go!